Hi everyone, my name is Harden and I am the executive co-chair, and I really wish I could have been there today to speak with all of you and meet everyone that's new that I haven't got to speak with yet. But I'm really excited for the next meeting to see everybody in person, and I think it's going to be really great. Today Sherry is going to go over the agenda and everything that we've come up with as far as the due dates, and especially items that we're going to ask everybody to just really take ownership of and run with, and just have ownership to make their own and set goals for. So with that, I would also like to let those of you who haven't really actually gotten to know me listen to my story and understand why I'm here, and really just especially if you haven't read the letter and the sponsorship that's there, but just hear it from me. So the reason I am here is last year I was a guest at the Gala, and it was a lot of fun, but it was also something that really hit home for me. For me, it was something that I realized that I was benefiting from the giving that had been going on in this room for years and didn't even know it. I had, from an early age, known that breast cancer was always going to be a win for me and not an if. I don't have the BRCA gene. That was not something that I could be tested for. It was ruled out pretty early on, but there was a clear genetic issue. My mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great aunts, I mean, it was pretty evident there was something going on. And so from an early age, even at 18, I was going to my doctors asking, hey, is there like a scan I can do early on? Like, should I be going and getting mammograms before I was 40? Like, what's going on here? So really about 6 years ago, my journey started when I found my first lump, and trying to just figure out what was best for me. And that was really difficult, especially when you don't have a clear path. There's not always, a clear sign. There's not always something that says like, hey, you should do this. And trying to understand, what is the best thing for you to do. And if it was not for, the people that were available for all the resources that the American Cancer Society supports and provides, I wouldn't have someone to call and speak to encourage me and to give me their story. And the treatments and the new technology and the things that they did to catch it early, I wouldn't be here. I honestly was very, very lucky, and I eventually made the decision to have a bilateral mastectomy this past year. And so I'm coming to the end of that and finishing up hopefully at the end of this year with that surgery. It does come in phases, so I'm coming to the end of that, and I'm really excited. But it was a really hard decision, and realizing that even if you don't know it and you're not a person in that room giving donations, like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're here to support, and those are benefits that are given to you and as a person in need. And it's just the care and love in that room and the giving that goes on is just, it's life-changing. And so I found someone at the bar who I recognized on stage, and I just saddled up and said, hey, I think this is really great, but I also think that I could help with this. I think this could be bigger, and I would really like to give you my number, and whatever you need, I would like to be a part of. Thinking, maybe a call center, maybe you have a booth at a festival, I don't know, any little thing. And so when Sherry called and said, do you want to help? And I was like, yes, I do. I don't care what job it is, Sherry. If you want me to pick up trash after the event, I will do it. Anything. I've got a really loud mouth, and I would love to put that to use. And I am very unapologetic about being pushy. So I can use that. So that's my story. And I am here, and I'm healthy, and I don't have to worry anymore. And I can't tell you what that feels like, to not have to ever find a lump, to have weird tissue. When I get, reminders for mammograms, I can say, not this year, you don't have to ever send those ever again. And it's kind of great that I don't have to have that in my life anymore. And so I just really want that for someone else. And I want people to understand that this is really big. And so I really want to spread that word. And so that's why the goals that are set are my goals. So the 400 people, $400,000, that's my goal. I really think that we can make that happen. To me, that would be fantastic. And if we really put our hearts and minds to it, we can do it. I really, really believe in us, and I think we can do it. So with that said, the other part of today is also to decide on the restrictions for the actual donations. So if we decide to give the money for pediatric cancer, there isn't a place in Kentucky specifically for that to go. The dollars would actually have to go to a place like St. Jude's. So it would not stay inside of Kentucky. Now, if we decide that it wants to stay inside of Kentucky, then we could have that go to general research. So it's up to us what we want to do. If you ask my opinion, I would want it to stay in Kentucky. That was really important to me. I'm a Kentucky girl, and the facilities here were the ones that really supported me, and the research and the doctors. And my family's here, and I have to say, all the doctors from all the hospitals have saved my family's lives, and I have a lot of respect for them, and I really want that money to go back to those doctors who are researching. So that's important to me. So whatever is important to you, think about it and voice your opinion, and we're gonna listen and figure out what we should do with this. So with that, I'm going to let Sherry and everybody else take over. So again, I wish I could be there. I can't wait to meet you all. Yeah, and let's go big with this, guys. Let's go really big. I don't want us just to stop at people that we know. I want us to dream big. So, I mean, hey, I found Chris Stapleton's manager's emails. Yes, I did email him. I mean, he's from Lexington. He should know about this. So if you want someone who you think is really big to be here, let's do it. Why stop? They're just people. So don't feel afraid to, not talk to someone in the grocery line about this. Spread the word. Talk about it every single day. I think that if you can find one person a day to talk to who doesn't know about this, that's fantastic. Even if you don't have a massive Instagram following, that's okay. I gave my number out to someone the other day whose daughter was going through the same kind of decision that I went through, just because I met her at an event and found out that she was also a recovering cancer patient. And just through conversation that came about. So let's spread the word, and I want all of Louisville to know about this. We're the biggest city in this state, and we should be leading the charge. So with that, have a great day. Bye.